entire family came to my apartment to convince me to take back my arranged marriage husband, so I got him to confess who he really was behind closed doors. I was sitting on the couch in my Christmas pajamas, rewatching Home Alone for the millionth time when I heard a knock on the door. Bang, bang, bang. I instantly knew it was my family. They started shouting, "Let us in, we know you're in there." I sighed and opened the door. My family barged past me like an elephant stampede and surrounded me in the living room. My mother spoke first. "Your husband Banjit from the marriage we arranged told us you want a divorce. You need to get back together and sort things out." My sister, father, and grandmother all nodded approvingly. "Yes, he is a good man. He comes from a good family." I pinched the bridge of my nose. I tried to explain again that Banjit wasn't the man they thought he was. That Banjit was cruel behind closed doors, but they didn't listen. They never did. I knew that if I wanted my family to leave me alone, then I needed to get a confession from Banjit about how abusive he was when no one was looking. They had to hear it for themselves, straight from the source. "You know what? Sure," I exclaimed. "Let me call him right now." My family smiled and exchanged glances with each other. They thought me and Banjit were getting back together. Little did they know Banjit was about to confess what kind of man he really is. I called Banjit on FaceTime audio instead of FaceTime video so he couldn't see that I was with my family. It was the perfect setup to trick him into confessing everything. He picked up on the third ring. "So, are you here to ask me to get back together?" His voice was aggressive and dripping with entitlement. My stomach turned with hatred, but I forced myself to sound weak and defeated. I had to trick him into admitting everything he did to me behind closed doors. "My family is really upset with me for suggesting that we divorce," I said softly, making my voice tremble. "Maybe we should rethink things. I think I was wrong." "Of course you were wrong. You always are." I could practically hear him smirking over the phone. I watched as my mother leaned forward. She hadn't seen this side of Banjit before. I knew I had to get him to keep talking. The confession was coming. I took a shaky breath before saying, "I'm sorry about asking where you spent your salary every month." He cackled like an evil witch. "Yes, you had no right to question me. That money went to my two favorite hobbies, gambling and my mistresses." My mother's hand flew to her mouth with shock. My father stood up from his chair, his face turning red with anger. But I couldn't stop now. They needed to hear everything he'd done to me. "I shouldn't have gotten upset about the bruises," I continued, forcing my voice to get even smaller. "Yes, exactly. If you just listened to me, I wouldn't have had to hit you. Simple as that." Banjit snapped. The room was so quiet I could hear everyone breathing. My sister's face had gone pale with shock. She couldn't believe what she was hearing, but there was so much more I wanted him to admit. I took a deep breath before asking, "So what happened to the medicine you were giving me for my anxiety?" He actually laughed. "Those weren't anxiety pills, stupid. They were sedatives. It was the only way to keep you calm and obedient. Your doctor friend prescribed them thinking they were for me." My grandmother shot up from her seat. She was angry, but I pulled her back down. I couldn't let them say anything before Banjit's confession was over. I needed him to confess to the worst part, the thing that still gave me nightmares. "Were you behind the miscarriage I had last year?" The doctor said it was unusual. I blinked back the tears, knowing what he was about to say. "Yes, I put something in your food to cause it." His voice was so matter-of-fact, like he was discussing the weather. "We weren't ready for kids. You should be thanking me." A sob escaped from my mother. Real tears were running down her face now. She was grieving. My grandmother was muttering curse words under her breath, rocking back and forth. They were finally seeing him, the real him. "Is that why you couldn't attend my grandfather's funeral?" I asked. "No, you idiot. It's because I was at the casino. I won $5,000 that day." That's when I knew it was time to show Banjit who was with me. With trembling fingers, I switched from FaceTime audio to FaceTime video and turned on my camera. I pointed the camera towards my entire family sitting right behind me. I watched as the realization hit Banjit. My family had heard every word he said. I could see Banjit's face on the screen, his mouth hanging open, his eyes wide with panic. He looked like a trapped rat. "Wait, who's there? You tricked me. Your family won't believe you." Beep. I hung up. "Banjit is in prison now. My dad made sure of it. Last I heard, he's someone's prison wife or something. LOL.